Hello, friends. Good to see you again. It's the Millennial Trucker here. Back for another video. It's been a while, and I haven't done a video mostly because doing YouTube videos, it's still sort of weird to me. And wintertime, I feel like there's not a lot of time to do things because you have to do extra things during the winter, especially with the short haul driving that I do. So let's talk about that. What do I do for a living? And I drive tanker. I don't drive tanker trucks. Let's rephrase that. I haul tankers in the oil fields, and it's something I never really thought I'd be doing when I first started trucking. Never. Tankers seem before I started trucking. Let's just go there. Before I started trucking, when I thought of tanker trucks, think of the gas trucks that you see at the gas station, milk, just the shiny tankers that you see. I like those. I don't drive one of those. I drive like a one that's made for hauling water, either salt water or fresh water. So it's not hazmat. Hazmat tankers, let's just say they're a little bit more supervised, a little bit more watched over than what I do. So that's what I do for a living, and it's pretty challenging. It's pretty good. Oil field driving, it's not really something I'd recommend for beginners. You really have to have your wits about you, or have a strong foundation. In trucking, like I've known people that have started in oil field trucking, but I guess you can do that, just like learn one specific thing. But if you want to try different things, I suggest you try long haul first, to kind of, because you get a lot of practice on the road by watching traffic or just getting real comfortable with the truck. I'm a night driver as well. I like driving nights because there's not really too much going on out there. The only problem is that it's dark all the time, so I can't really see too much in a distance. Like, let's say in the daytime you could see wildlife crossing the road from I guess as far as your eyes are able to let you identify a deer, moose, a turtle. I once saw a turtle on the road once. It's the only animal I've ever really tried to intentionally dodge. I don't want to say swerve, because that's if you say swerve in a trucking community, it kind of raises a lot of eyebrows. So let's just say I intentionally avoided this turtle on the road, because it takes a lot of balls to cross a road as a turtle, and I'm not going to be that guy to squish that turtle. And it's just, I commend that turtle. That turtle was an inspiration to me, that you can do what you set out to do, and if you really put your mind to it, you'll see just like Moses parting the Red Sea. You know, the channel will open up, and you'll be able to do things you never thought you could do. You just have to believe in yourself. So I didn't run over that turtle. I have ran over deer just recently. My last wildlife accident or incident, I won't call it accident. I'm not exchanging insurance papers with these deer, but there was 7 or 8 deer. Like, let me remind you, I'm a night driver, and in hilly areas, in hilly terrain, I can only see as far as my headlights can see. And sometimes if I'm going uphill, those headlights are pointing up. And if I'm going fast, fully loaded, and I'm going downhill, And this is what happened. My lights kind of, as I was going downhill, I'm like, oh, that's a lot of deer on the road, and they're all across the road. I wouldn't try to avoid them anyway, because like it's deer, whatever. But there was 7 of them. I'm like, oh, this is gonna hurt, not for me, but for the deer. And I ended up, I aimed more towards the middle. There wasn't any traffic, so I aimed towards what I thought would be, um, let's just say if I know that some deer are gonna go left, or jump right. I just don't want a situation where if I stay in my lane, and this is a 2-lane road. Like if I stay in my lane, I don't want all the deer getting in my way. I don't want to run over 7 or 8 deer at the same time. I want to minimize how many deer I hit. So I hit 3 of them at the same time, and they exploded. It was quite surreal, like just watching deer just explode in front of you, you know, and that happened, and their guts were all over the road. And what do I do? You know, in that situation, I haven't hit that many deer ever. You know, I've hit doe, not doe, fawn. These weird names for animals. Fawn. Correct me if I'm not sure. Like, I'm sure it's fawn, but ran over fawn before, and those are like running over like rabbits. You know, it's like there's no damage to the truck. There wasn't really much damage to my truck when I ran over those deer, but I had to look on the internet to see like what to do if there's carcass on the road. You know, like I want to be a good citizen. I want to make sure I report this. Come to find out, there's really no number to call. You know, there's just, guess it'll take care of itself. I don't really recommend that. Like, I'd recommend for your particular state, country, or whatever, you call the appropriate people. But where I was, it was just the number that I found was disconnected. So, and sure enough, the problem solved itself. Circle of life, I guess. I don't know if somebody dragged it out of the way, but it stinks so bad. These deer, they just let go of their boughs like when they're hit. I'm making tea right now, so I'm gonna set up my tea deal. I'll be right back. Alright, I really should have a stand for this, but might as well make tea right now. I haven't tried this before. Hold on, let me set this right. Okay, I got the microphone in my shirt pocket. Should be able to hear me. I got my headphones in. Hello. Okay. Making yerba mate tea. Got it in this little jar over here. I got my French press. Got to get a steel one because like glass ones always break. And broken glass in the truck. No me gusta. No bueno. So I really have no objective to this video. I just wanted to chat. Not sure what this channel is gonna be, what I want it to be, but I figure I'd just make videos in the meantime while I figure it out, because I really do like making these videos. A lot of the times I stop myself from making the videos. I'm like, because like I look tired, just because I am, you know. It's like I got a busy schedule, and I know it's a lot of vanity on my part, but then I remember, hey, I'm a millennial, and most millennials I know, they're tired. They're just tired all the time, literally all the time. So I figured I'll just show up and talk. So yeah, my job with the oil fields, there's 2 reasons why I came out here. I never wanted to do things just for the money. Money's good out here. Like when it's busy, money's good. When it's slow, money's still good in comparison to a lot of other places. Wanted to come out here Sort of out of necessity a little bit, because I needed money and needed I don't want to call it fast money, but I just wanted to maximize my time, because I have, changing situations in my life. And number two should be number one. Number two should always be money, or three, or four, whatever, but it shouldn't be number one. Number one is that it seemed challenging. I always like to do things that are interesting and challenging, that helps me hone whatever I need to hone. I never know what I need to hone at certain jobs. So this job taught me a lot about, I thought I knew patience before, but you need a lot of patience here. Also, to not be in a hurry. I know you over the road drivers, or if you're starting to do over the road, time is money, blah blah blah. But what's money if you're not alive to enjoy it? So it's dangerous out here. Maybe if you're hauling ping pong balls, or just light stuff, it's like, okay, whatever, you just know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Arrive alive. That's one big thing you'll hear from truckers all the time, is that no matter where you're going, it's still going to be there. And if it's not there, then that's a bigger problem than your schedule. So it's a different deal. I know a lot of you people are interested in oil field. I'm in the Bakken Shale. I know a lot of oil field videos are about the Permian Basin down in Texas. It's different up here because you have to deal with the winter situation. It's very windy in North Dakota. The winters are brutal. I used to live in Alaska, up north, and it's not as bad as the almighty winds of North Dakota. It's something that I've never. And I know people like to brag, "Oh, our winters are brutal. Our winters are brutal," but it's like the wind is intense. Oh my God, I'm like look at my eyes. I used to have a sparkle, a twinkle in my eye. And not last winter, but the winter before, went away somewhere. I don't know where it went, but it was a rough, hard winter. And there was 3 different occasions that stretched out to 2 or 3 weeks each of just pure ice. Everything was covered in ice. The roads were covered in ice for a long time. And that's just that's where you learn how to put on chains on your tires. Now, if you're out here, you put chains on your tires. That's just a fact. I see a lot of over-the-road truck drivers come out here. They say, well, if it's bad enough to put chains on, then you shouldn't be driving in the first place. That's some wussy shit right there. You put on chains and you go to work. Over the road, if you're not up to it, don't do it. But it's not that bad. It's like chaining up. It's if you've done it a few times, it could take from 2 minutes. That's exaggerating. 4 minutes on the low end, and it could take 15 minutes on the higher end. It could, depending if it's a real bad road conditions, then you'd want to put chains on your trailer tires too. I've never had to do that, but I've known people that have, done that, and to take them off, it's not a big deal. So that's another thing. You just learn how to be a better driver, or how to do this short haul stuff. So, like anything else, you just get used to it. It becomes easy. And that's the dangerous part, when things become easy. That's with any job. Over the road trucking. Well, you could apply. I think you could apply it to any job. It's like when things seem easy, you get comfortable. That's when the biggest mistakes happen, because you think you're top shit. You think you're just hot shit. What was it, that reference from Hurt Locker? Love that. Top shit. You're top shit. So, anywho, I'm pouring my tea right here. So I'm a little half distracted, but I need to make the most of my time. And I make coffee in that too. This is just like my end of my shift type of drink. So let's see. Here's my creamer. What I got? Got almond milk right there. Is it? I'm not sponsored by anybody. Sponsored by my good looks. Okay, I'm gonna open this. So what else? So yeah, that's something. I don't know why I avoided talking about what I do, but it's hard to avoid it because I'm wearing fire resistant clothing. It's like, it's right there. This isn't a typical uniform for a truck driver. Actually, I don't think I've ever worn, and this is stuff I bought. I have different fire resistant shirts and get-ups and all that, but yeah, that's it. I think I'm done saying what I need to say. So I think in the last video I had some social media accounts that I did promote, but the email that I had for those, I lost the email. It's some sort of technical issue. I might have to. I'm still trying to see if I could bring it back. Apparently my passwords are way too long, so I gotta figure that out. Password is way too long. Can you believe that? Just boggles my mind. It's like they want you to come up with strong passwords, and when you do, they punish you for it. So anyways, my throat's getting dry, and maybe I'll do another one right after this, but I gotta enjoy my tea. I'm done talking to y'all. Later.